Well, good afternoon again, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Spilling Tea. I'm your host, Tiffany Daniels. We'll get to the JRC in a moment. First, real quick disclaimer. If you're unfamiliar with the Stop the Shocks campaign or the campaign against the troubled teen industry, all pertinent links are going to be able to be found right there in the description box for you. Also, real quick, trigger warnings. If you're sorry, I was about to repeat myself. First off, we have this channel marked not for kids for a reason. I do use profanity, and when we talk about places like the Judge Rotenberg Educational Center, you're going to hear vivid descriptions of and catch clips of surveillance footage of people with mental health issues, disabled people being tortured and abused. So if you have a young one present that is 16 and younger, parental supervision, very much advised. So, where we left off the other day, right? Okay. Next comment, getting closer. Electric shock devices and other aversive techniques do not teach individuals to stop self-injuring or acting aggressively. And the fact that this has to be stated, considering what we know in regards to how effective corporal punishment isn't, the fact that we even have to have this conversation again as though people like me are somehow a different species is insane. We're not a different species from you. Okay? We're not. Even if it sometimes seems that way, considering how a lot of you just will throw your common sense to the wind at the drop of a hat, but that being neither here nor there, we're not actually a separate species. Which means we're going to react to trauma in a manner that's similar to every other human being on this planet. To sit there and have watched a generation show you that, in fact, corporal punishment does not reverse reckless, harmful behavior, but you think that somehow it's going to be different if it's done to people like me, have you lost your freaking... Use your brain. Okay? Use your brain. It's all I ever ask of anyone. It shouldn't be a huge ask. If it didn't work then, why do you think it's going to work now? We're going to react in human ways to people who abuse and torture us. It doesn't actually fix anything. It just inbreeds fear, leaves the root cause buried, which means at some point it's going to explode. And as someone who has exploded, you don't want to be there when that happens. You really don't want to be there. But let me go ahead and continue here before we go too far down this left turn here. Like other forms of torture, they produce only temporary effects. Exactly. I've been saying it till I'm blue in the face. Fear as a tool in regards to trying to create permanent behavior change is never going to work because the impact only lasts as long as the fear does. Once the fear is gone, you default to factory settings, so to speak. Seriously. You've addressed nothing. You've just compounded the problem. But anyways, let me go ahead and continue here. The need to use electric shock devices over and over again, often over the course of years, shows quite clearly that the effects are temporary. Because you have to continue to do it, but you have to do that with medicine too. That medicine does not put me into a catatonic coma for 2 months. But sometimes they'll drug them to death. Are you so afraid of your doctor that you will not lift your voice in protest if they prescribe a medicine that isn't working for you? Have you lost the ability to speak? Can you not write? Sign language? Anything? You don't have to blindly accept your doctor just putting any old prescription to you. If that medication is not working for you, the answer shouldn't go, well, obviously only violence works. The idea would be to call and have an open dialogue with your doctor until you find a medicine that fits. But no, we want to throw out the baby with the bathwater because that's what this irrational, neurotypical world does. Sorry, it's one of those days. What's more, the research frequently cited in support of these techniques have not been replicated by scientists who do not have a vested interest in using them. Thank you. Thank you. Seriously. Okay. And in fact, as the FDA pointed out, a majority of them refuse to do those tests, citing human rights concerns, civil rights concerns, ethical concerns, violations of the Hippocratic Oath concerns. And these are coming from places like the research facilities within Harvard and Yale. People who have thought nothing before about blasting radiation inside someone like me's head to see if it will get the behavior out of us that they want. If, like, that doesn't sound creepy as hell. I mean, if those people are telling you no, please go think about life choices. On the contrary, there is a sizable scientific literature documenting their lack of efficacy, not to mention our receipts have receipts. It's like ridiculous how much evidence is against the JRC. Like, this is not just, I have all the evidence, this is an evidence avalanche. Just saying. What electric shocks do create is a sense of learned helplessness, especially when they are used to control a wide variety of behaviors and clinical depression. There really is no valid reason for the use of these techniques, and from a human rights perspective, they are simply abhorrent. Very well said, and I know I've been doing 2 or 3 on these for a minute, but I think that pretty much covers it. So it's going to be a little bit of a shorter video today, so we're going to go ahead and close out. But first, real quick, we don't get very many views on this channel. The few we do tend to get removed from time to time, so please don't forget to hit the like button, hit subscribe, don't forget the comments, and please make sure that you are still set up to receive notifications, because yes, in spite of my new hyperfixation that I have to write out, I am going to be still continuing on with Down the Rabbit Hole and the Snake Oil Salesman series. I, of course, do appreciate your time, and as always, folks, we here at Spilling Tea do hope you can have a good one. We will go ahead and see you all tomorrow. Bye, everyone.